Is this elder abuse?
President Biden, you would be 86 at the end of your second term. How do you address concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less competent.
Former President Trump, to follow up, you would be 82 at the end of your second term. What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it. But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, you know, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way, and I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
Yo! What's up, guys? It's Bad Decisions, where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy Sherm.
It's your man Jay.
No matter what side you're on, I think that we can all agree that this man clearly was not on Earth. And by this man, I mean Joe Biden.
Continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we can do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat, but at this point, I really don't know what the Democratic Party is thinking, because if they want Biden to win, it just looks like it's not happening. This whole debate was like 2 old people fighting and then 1 old person falling asleep while fighting. I think the part that makes this debate so funny is the amount of times these guys, both of them, avoid answering the question just to take jabs at each other. It was like the most pettiest thing I've ever watched. But I know you had some thoughts about this comedy or this SNL skit.
So I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off what you said, right? 2 points. So first and foremost, I think that all these presidential debates should come with a disclaimer in the beginning across the screen that says this is for entertainment purposes only. Because at this point in time, I can't imagine that there's someone who's, let's say, on the fence between who they're going to choose. They're independent. They're like, I don't know if I want to go this way or that way. And then they watch the debate, and after the debate, they go, you know what? I'm going to go with this guy. Because it is, like you said, it's not really, they're not talking about issues with any significant level of detail.
Yeah, there's not. It's
simply
it's vague, it's arguing, it's jab throwing.
That's it. It's just a bunch of ad hominems and exaggerations about what the other person did or didn't do.
Uppercuts. I mean, at one point in time, Joe Biden's like defending his son, and I'm like, bro, this is getting bad.
But when he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level. His son is convicted, going to be convicted probably numerous other times. Should have been convicted before, but his Justice Department let the statute of limitations lapse on the most important things. But he could be a convicted felon as soon as he gets out of office. This man is a criminal. This man, you're lucky. You're lucky. I did nothing wrong. We'd have a system that was rigged and disgusting. I did nothing wrong.
The crimes that you are still charged with, and think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant? I mean, what are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
You know, it's bad because, I think that comes up in every debate that he ends up defending his son because people take a jab at that.
Yeah.
Which, good or bad, I mean, it's kind of low.
I mean, but
you're running
not,
for the... go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead.
No.
I'm just saying when it's politics, I mean, isn't that what politics is about? Like hitting each other in the nuts, like go as low as you could possibly go, and then hopefully you'll win.
Unfortunately, that's what it's become. I don't know if that's what it started off as, but I'm sure that even back when it was just newspapers and it was, 18 whatever, they were still taking jabs at each other. They were still digging up dirt on the candidate. So yeah, it is partly that. Which is why you would have a squeaky clean image and then hire all these like $1 million
investigators to like erase everything. And like, I don't know, there's like a show, I think it's called like Ray Donovan or something like that. And the guy like would go back and like fix these crazy situations with people. That's what politics kind of reminds me of.
I never seen that show, but it does. What about How to Get Away with Murder? Isn't that some? No, not that one.
That's like lawyers.
No, there's a different one. It's with Carrie.
That's Scandal.
That's similar though. Scandal's about.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody's. I never seen that show.
It's like the president sleeping with Kerry Washington.
Well, I mean, that's not what the show's about, but
I mean, it is.
no, I never seen it. I've seen like an episode or two, but I'm thinking that, anyways.
I'd sleep with Kerry Washington. Random, but continue.
I mean, listen, I would not sleep with Kerry Washington. Anyways,
Smart man.
thank you. Back to the topic. Yeah, I'm not on either side either. Listen, I'm a very moderate person. I call myself independent. So I like to think I watch these things objectively. I'm not like one of these people that's like a blue or a red and they watch it and they're like, no matter what the other person says,
They don't care. That's why I don't like politics.
Right.
It's literally just like, no matter what the other person says, unless it's something like completely outrageous, they're just diehard whatever.
Right, and I don't like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. But hey, whatever. I'm one guy. But with that being said, because I do feel like I'm at least, I mean, no one's really truly that objective, but I think I'm a little more objective as a person in the middle. I was curious as to why they changed the format of this debate compared to other debates. Meaning, mics are muted, meaning no live audience.
Did you see the last debate?
You mean the one before this one?
Yeah, it's like they were like, it was like a shouting match. I think that's why they muted the mics.
Okay, fair enough.
They would just kind of talk over each other and outrun the question. And
fair enough.
You know.
Why do you think that they have no live audience?
I do not know. In my head, I'm thinking maybe because people would laugh too hard. This was hilarious. This was a comedy to me. Like, I was watching and I was generally laughing. Like, Trump is the world is a comedian. Let's be real.
Trump is a comedian. He's hilarious.
Trump is hilarious.
He's very funny.
Like, his politics, I'm not a fan of either one of his politics, but he's hilarious. And then Joe Biden, like, unintentionally being hilarious is hilarious.
Joe Biden to me seems like, and I don't want to say anything that, I don't know if this is totally my, like, I wonder if he had, like, a physical event.
Okay.
You know
I
what
know what you're saying. Like, he had a medical occurrence,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
why he's kind of. I mean, listen, they said that. I think someone in his camp tweeted that he had a cold. I'm sorry, that's not a cold. That performance is not a cold. That's not how you spell dementia. Like, that is not a cold. I'm sorry. I don't think that, like, if you thought that was a good performance, like, I think you need to reevaluate your stuff. Like, it's just not. And if I was a part of either one of these parties, I would want the best representation for my party.
I want that guy that said that he had a cold. Sometimes I admire people that just have the guts to say the most outlandish things.
Yeah.
With confidence and a straight face.
I mean, that's Trump, you know. Yeah. Like, you don't have to guess what's on Trump's mind. He's just gonna say it.
It's true, but that's partly why people like him. Well, I should say people that like him because of the fact he shoots it straight. Whether or not straight no chase, whether or not you like what he's shooting, or I should say, whether or not you like what he's saying, is one thing.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I think this is what I think. I think because people know politics is so fake, they find it refreshing whenever someone says it.
Yeah.
Even if it's not true at all.
Right.
Which I'm not saying anything that man has said is true, because I legitimately don't know. But I think that's why people are like, oh, well, I like him just because, you know, everyone else is fake and he's just being honest.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But, you know,
I agree with that.
my general sentiment is, like, out of everybody in America, like, these are the only two that we could get. Like, y'all skip past everybody. Y'all skip past, like, the people that got, like, nuclear physics, like, really, like, smart people. I understand they're not politicians. Now, I understand that now.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
But I'm just like,
yeah.
There's so many smart, like, generally smart people, and, like, we're skipping over all of them to these guys? Like
to your point, Vivek, right? I'm not saying I would have voted for him, and not for the same reasons why Ann Coulter would not have voted for him, or whatever her name is.
She was crazy.
She was just
out of pocket.
You know what I mean? But, you know, he was what you're describing. Young.
Yeah.
Wasn't a scientist, but I know he started a company that
yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna start lying. I don't know. I think he started a company that invested or.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Something with biopharma.
Yeah. Vlad did a whole interview with him. Yeah, I mean, he has to be one of the younger candidates.
DeSantis is younger.
How old is DeSantis?
When I say younger, you get to realize I'm talking about in context of a president.
Yeah, 35 to 40.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
The median age of presidents is 55 years old. So anything below 55, we could then say
is relatively
young. We're talking about American presidents. You got the U.S. presidents. So yeah, he's in his 40s. I'm pretty sure he's in his mid to late 40s.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had young options. What I'm saying that were actually because DeSantis was like think third overall,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, when it came to the primaries. Was that it was Trump? He might have been second. Trump, DeSantis, and somebody, but
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I think it's hard for a lot of people, like I said, say politics aside, I think it's hard for people to put up to go against an actual salesman. Donald Trump is like a salesperson.
facts. By the way, I don't know if it's
So-
average or median 55. But anyways, continue.
Like, it's just his presentation. Like, it's hard to go against someone that talks to people on a regular basis and is really like a salesperson. So I mean, I can kind of see how Trump was able to like sway people, but I mean, I don't think either of these guys are qualified. If I'm being honest,
I
like,
feel
I'm
you.
just
I feel like a
I'm
politician.
amazed.
I feel like a politician is birthed through the same mother as a salesperson. They just chose different career paths. I mean, as a politician, you gotta know how to speak to people,
Yeah.
and persuade people, especially like a broad public.
Yeah, and,
So-
and you got to know how should I say this? Organize facts in your favor.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You know, because that's what sales are. Sales is like you get all the strengths of whatever company, whatever thing that you're trying to sell, and you're organizing in a way that, you know, the person that you're selling to is going to make sense to, and you're kind of like catering your approach. So I mean, it makes sense. I think it's a bad decision for any of these guys to run, but I mean, it's clear that Biden needs a replacement, man. Like, I mean, there's a point in the thing where he literally, like, I think froze. Like, he had like like you ever had like a glitch on your computer?
Yeah.
And everything just stops. Doesn't matter what you click, it just goes like this. And then like he kind of froze, and then they kind of cut off the Trump, and then they like full screened him.
What's on your computer?
Whatever. Like, no,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't.
but I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, I haven't had
This
that.
guy's got jokes.
because I don't do the things he does on his
I
computer.
neither do I. Anyway,
But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean not Trump. Biden.
yeah.
Again, Biden. I mean, listen. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
something's up. And by the way, they're only 3 years apart.
isn't that crazy?
Trump is 78. Biden, he just turned 78. Biden, I don't know when his birthday is, but he's 81. Both are very old, but Biden.
Yeah, they're 2 worlds away.
2 worlds away, bro. Seriously, like.
It was painful, man. That
I
was
feel like Biden, like, sometimes I see that he's there, but he's trapped in his own body. No, what I mean, like, he's. I know he's being.
Let me out.
He's coherent, but it's just like he's. Anyway, I wish the best for both of these candidates.
Yeah, I mean, okay, guys, let us know who you guys want to win, because I'm not. We already said that we're not political guys. So, like, let us know in the comment section, who do you want to win? Do you think Trump should win? Do you think Biden should win? Do you think Biden still can run? Let us know, guys.
Well, you know he can't physically run, but can he? Anyway, that was a bad joke.
Neither
Right.
can he ride a bike. But
True. Or barely walk. Okay, we're done.
But I mean, yeah, I mean it's bad, and then he's going against a convicted convict. So I mean, it like pick your poison. Like it's bad either way. Nonetheless, guys, leave a like, leave a comment. We're out. Go vote.